Today I'm going to be reviewing the Air Dior Air Jordan 1 High. These right here have been hyped up insanely. We're gonna talk about that in today's video, and man, I'm excited to open these things up and finally check them out. Welcome back to the channel. What's up with you guys? How you doing? How you been? If you did not know by now, my name is DJ and this is the DNA Show. Now, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, smash the bell notification because that gives you an update every time I upload a new video. And don't forget to hit the like button because that helps the algorithm oh so much. And with all that being said, we need to talk about this shoe, bruh. I've been waiting to get my hands on these for so long. Shout out to Wes for letting me borrow these for the review. If you haven't already, make sure you check out his shop. The link is down below in the description. Follow him on IG as well. And if you want to buy this exact pair of shoes right here, they are available on his website. So now let's crack these things open. Starting with the box, you have an all navy blue box with a nice mesh print all over that. You have your Air Dior, just like the Air Jordan 1 Low, same exact thing, but the box is just a little bit bigger. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go check out that review as well. Man, I don't even know which one I like most. Maybe we could do a comparison in another video. Looking at the size tag, it says men's shoe high, retail $2,200. There's a little magnet right here on the lid that flips open, and then you have your all over print Dior paper right here, flips open 4 different ways, and then you got the shoe. Oh, you got the shoe. So before I get into the video, I want to show you the alternate insoles that come with these as well. All over print Dior embossed gray leather insoles. Fire. You have an additional 3 bags right here with the extra pair of laces in a cell colorway with the silver tip with the Dior on those. You got another one with the hang tag with the wings logo, and it says Air Dior on this as well. And then in the final bag, you have a Jumpman logo like you get on the Air Jordan 1s from back in the day, and then it has Dior ingrained on the back of that. So before we get into the review, one shoe that I will be using in today's comparison is going to be the Chicago Air Jordan 1 OG High, because a lot of the heritage came from this shoe to create the new Air Jordan 1 Dior that we have today. So my first impressions of this shoe, bruh, these things go crazy. Now I've seen the lows, but the highs, these is like on a whole nother level right here. Again, there's a lot of hype around this shoe, but there are plenty of reasons as to why you can justify the hype around a dope, well-crafted sneaker like this. This is probably one of the most premium Air Jordans that we have ever seen to ever come out. Looking at the outsole, you have an all over translucent outsole with a Dior print underneath that here on the right foot. And then on the left foot, you have the wings logo with the Air Dior underneath that, all translucent as well. Another big thing that I've talked about in the past was yellowing. I hope these don't yellow because I know a lot of people that have spent a lot of money on these, and if they plan on keeping these for the long haul, I'm gonna feel real bad for them if the shoe starts to yellow. That's kind of what's making me sit back on the sideline a little bit to see what happens with these shoes if they turn in age, because that could potentially change the value. But we'll talk about that later in the video. Looking at the midsole, we have an all white midsole with the white stitch as well. And going to the upper was originally inspired by the Air Jordan 1 Chicago. So when you see the two shoes side by side right here, you can see there's one big thing that is a big change, and that's the swoosh, right? They did change the placement of the swoosh, make it a little bit bigger and go a little bit deeper into that heel cuff right there on the back of the foot. But besides that, when it comes to color blocking scheme, it's essentially the same color blocking as the Chicago. All they did was switch it to the classic Dior color with that gray. And if you see any articles or anything about the inspiration behind it, you'll notice that a lot of the guys have a lot of original Air Jordan 1s in their collections, and they use that as a heritage and design inspiration behind this sneaker right here. So you have an all over premium Italian leather Air Jordan 1 upper. You have a gray leather with a white leather. It's pretty stiff, but it will wear in well if you do plan on rocking this shoe a lot. Don't see too many people just like beating it up, so I don't know how long it's gonna take them to wear it in. And me personally, I'd probably have these as a trophy item over like a rocker in my collection. But if I was able to find a used pair, that would be very convenient because then I could throw them in my rotation and they'd already be worn, and I wouldn't be mad at that because I didn't have to worry about unDSing them and devaluing them and all those different things. So one dope hit that I really like about this shoe as well is the Dior hits around the shoe. So if you look at the Air Jordan wings logo that you typically get on the top right here, this one right here is stamped in, but it has Air Dior on it, just like you would see here on the tongue. It says Dior Air. I think little details like that with the little leather tab right here and everything like that, those are the little things that can definitely elevate the value of a sneaker and make a lot more people appreciate it when they see it in person. Another small difference that you would see on these right here is around the front 3 eyelets. This piece of leather is actually not fully connected to the main seam line right here. So you can actually lift it up a little bit like you would typically lift on the wings right here. They have the same thing with the wings at the top. So that's a dope little additional touch. It's not fully flapping off, but it is dope to see the separation between the two premium leathers. Looking at the sock liner and insole, you have a gray sock liner with a gray insole, a Jumpman logo on one side, Dior on the other, and then this shoe is numbered as well. Number 537 out of 8,500 pairs. Underneath the insole, there's also a dope touch where they went with the all over print with the Dior and the brown. I think that's super dope when you look at all the details and again, the craftsmanship behind a premium shoe. So just like if you were to purchase a premium bag or whatever it may be from Louis Vuitton or Chanel or whatever it may be, they come with a dope box and all these accessories and the story and the vibes and everything. That's the same thing that you got right here. It's just now a shoe. And I think for them to bring this to life and create an entire sneaker for $2,000, if you think about it, a duffel bag could be $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 depending on what bag you get or whatever it may be. So this is cool to say that you can actually wear it and, you know, be able to walk around in it. So as you guys can tell, I love the sneaker. I want to have it in my collection. I hope to get it someday. I'm looking for a size 13 for a great price or a great trade. I'm very, very patient though, so don't be throwing me no crazy offers thinking I'm about to blow the bag on a pair of shoes, because I ain't the one. So what do you guys think about this shoe? Drop a comment down below in the comment section. Is it fire or is it trash? This is what I always ask the people on my IG story. If you haven't already, follow me on IG so you can participate in the polls as well. And this is what the results said. 88% said fire, 12% said trash. And I can completely understand. There's a lot of hype around this shoe. A lot of people like it. I think the 12% is kind of in that realm of like,
it's overrated, it's overpriced.
I get it, I get it, I get it. But if you start to actually see this shoe, touch it, hold it, feel it in person, and think about the heritage and everything behind the shoe and the story and the concept and everything that they did with this, I feel like the execution was like 100%. Like they did a great job, and the simplicity behind the two brands and how they were able to bring things together with the swoosh and the designs and just the concept and the promotion and everything behind it, I think they did a great job, and I can completely understand why the majority of the people consider this shoe as fire. Now let's talk about numbers. When this shoe came out, retail was $2,200. They were reselling for around $15,000. The price started to creep down. It started to go down and go down and go down. Now they're worth roughly around $8,500 in the current market. Again, I think that's overpriced. I don't want to pay $8,500 for a single pair of shoes. I think this shoe is worth maybe around $4,000 at the most, but that's my personal opinion. And again, my opinion doesn't matter when it comes to the market, but I do hope that the price continues to go down so that way I can find me a good size 13 for a good price, or maybe even find a used pair for even better price. So now my question to you is, what do you think about the price in the current market right now? The original retail price, the original resale, the value now. Will it go up later over time? A lot of people ask me about the Dior's. Do you think these are gonna go up over time? And I think it's at a crazy price right now, and it's probably going to continue to slide down. This is a shoe that's not for your average consumer. So you have a very unique crowd of people that will buy this sneaker. So I can't say it's the same trend as a GR Air Jordan 1, you know, that was $170 retail and then it went up to $400 or $800, because this falls into a different bracket. You have a different group and a different demographic of buyers. So I think it's really going to be based on the hype that they create around that and not what everybody else does, just because everybody else, they're not going to be the ones that can afford it or make those trades or even make the purchase of the shoe. I'm not trying to talk bad about anybody or anything like that, but we do have to understand a shoe that is valued at $8,000 or $10,000, not everybody is either able to afford it or just even thinks that it makes sense to buy a shoe that's worth that much money. I don't even think it's worth that much money, and I would never buy it for that much. Now don't get me wrong, if somebody wants to buy it and I have it, I'ma sell it. So overall, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'm excited to finally be able to see these, touch them, hold them, and just embrace the whole shoe and the design and the concept and everything behind it. I hope to get my hand on a pair someday. Shout out to Wes for letting me borrow these for the review. If you guys want to see a comparison between the two, drop a comment down below. I'll let you guys see the highs and the lows next to each other, and then we can do a full comparison between those two as well. So my name is DJ. I'm signing out. I got to go. I'm gone. Peace.